Yo, it's Mel with Palace Finest Bullies. I'm gonna do a part two to killing the myths and breedings and myths breeding. The exotic myth, pocket and breeding. It was a myth live. I decided to do another video on it, but like I was saying or let's get into it. But really and truly, that I feel that the breed we're taking a downfall, man. We're taking a downfall in breeding because it's sad because, and what I mean is sad. It's a downfall, man, because dogs can't breed naturally. Pockets, they getting shorter and shorter every day, and they're turning into exotics. The people are not understanding that exotics they want to be us, they want to be like us in the American bully breed. But the thing is, we gotta have common sense. We gotta understand the bloods behind our dogs. We gotta understand the dogs that made the American bully, and it is practicing unbreeding methods, unhealthy breeding methods, and we just gotta pay attention to what we're trying to do and how we're trying to do it. Like I said, I'm a person that's seen it for myself. I have a pocket. She can breed naturally. And what I mean, she can breed. She can let a male jump on her naturally, and she'd get pregnant, which off her first breeding, very fertile. I bred her at a young age, but still, I breed her when she turned 2. It's gonna be the same thing. She pushed out 5 wonderful puppies for a living. The reason why there's 4 because the 5th one had fading puppy syndrome. But like I said, man, it's and I won't go under 13, even though they say 13 to 16 is pocket. I still won't go hit that 13-inch mark. I want to be right in the middle of 14 and 17, 16. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, 16, 17. My thing is, I like pockets, I like standards, but I have to understand the dogs behind my dog. They were taller dogs, they were 17-inch dogs, and behind those pockets, we have mixed the blood up and mixed the standards with each other where we can't guarantee what we're breeding. We can't guarantee the blood behind the size that we're going to get behind our dogs because of what the people did before us. And when I mean the people before us, like, let's say if you got gray line and Gav, they're 2 different height sizes. You know what I'm saying? And my female, she's a razor's edge and gray line female. She's a Denzel bred to a Gav female, and the Gav female was 17 inches. Denzel is 14. So then when you did the breeding, because my breeding is an inbreeding, Kira comes from inbreeding. So when you took her parents up 17 inches, what inbreedings do, they pull back from the genes behind them. So the grandparents, great grandparents, and they took at the Denzel with the height. So Kira is 14 inches like her grandfather Denzel. So when I breed Kira, I can take her to a smaller dog to try to keep it in the middle of small pockets. You know what I'm saying? Or I can take her to a taller dog and connect with the standards. But the thing is, the dog that I did facts, he was a pocket, but the thing is, behind him was taller dogs. It was a lot of gray line and good fella dogs behind him, and it was taller dogs. Now the thing is, with Kira, with this litter, I got a mismatch. I got puppies. Well, the 4 puppies, I only got 1 small puppy. She's the shortest out the litter, but all the other ones, they tip top. They tall. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure that they won't have problems breeding naturally. And the thing is, when you have pockets, when you have dogs, the longer the dog, she could hold more. But even still, with her being long, you still want to keep it within the standard. You want to have a standard within the breed standard, and the exotics, man. I just feel that we just gotta ignore them, let them be in their own lane. We know that they are not American bullies. We know that they wannabes. We know that they're unhealthy dogs, and we preach healthy dogs matter, and we know that it is something wrong with dogs that got, as soon as when they come out the womb, they got to be on the oxygen tank. We know that it's something wrong if your dog haven't had a real breeding yet. You just been jerking a dog off, or you know that it's something weird about you popping a dog's bone back in order, you know, or popping the dog's feet back in order. You know what I'm saying? You got dogs passing out, they can't, you know, exotics can't even work and run in 90 degree, 100-degree weather. You know, they'll die. There's something wrong with holding a dog in a bag. You know, especially exotic, man. These dogs are thousands of dollars, and they dying on you at 6 to 7 months. They don't even live up to 2 years. You know what I'm saying? The ABKC allowing them in the breed, and allowing them to have their standard or whatever, and they having shows with them. You know what I'm saying? All them different registries allowing exotics. You just gotta let them be. We can only do what we can, and which is breeding proper, healthy dogs and having a standard. You know what I'm saying? We gotta follow the standard. You know, it's certain registries that you should follow. Like me, I follow the WBA. I follow UKC. My dogs are registered with ABKC. Soon as when TBKC come out, we'll be following TBKC. BBCR we're trying to get into. You know what I'm saying? BBCR, Paco was a BBCR champion. If you don't know who Paco is, look up Paco. He was the pocket legend. And Lil Rose started the pockets, and then when Paco came out, which is Lil Rose's son, Paco took it to a whole nother level. And, you know, Paco threw taller dogs, bigger dogs, shorter dogs. Paco was that man. Paco threw ahead. Paco threw height. Paco did it all, man. You know what I'm saying? And Paco, he could breed naturally. Paco, it was a lot of shipping semen because Paco made a name. Paco put a stamp in his world, and it's sad that our dogs come from dogs like that, and they can't even breed naturally. And we got exotic breeders trying to claim that they're American bully breeders. Let's just be honest, man. Let's just be honest. Exotics, they're not American bullies, and American bullies, they originated from taller, bigger dogs, and them dogs were 22 inches, then 17, then when 16 inches came, when 16 inches came, that's when everything started to drop, because like I said, you was breeding in dwarfism, you was breeding in you was breeding them shorter dogs. You know, it's a lot of things that play a part. You know, the bulldog. You know, it's a lot of different things people added in there. And the exotics, man, they add in Yorkie, they add in Basset Hound. You know, they add in a lot of different short dogs. And it's sad, man. Exotics and micros, man, they hurting the breed. You know what I'm saying? They adding a lot of different breeds in the exotics to get them short. You know what I'm saying? Now you got hairless. I mean, now you got hair fluffy exotics. You know, exotics, they're tearing us down little by little. You know, they're hurting us. You know what I'm saying? Only thing we could do is stick to healthy dog matter and breed to a standard, and breed the proper way, because breeding is basic common sense. You gotta have common sense when breeding. Breeding is science and math. You gotta learn how to connect the bloods together. You gotta look at the bloods. You gotta look at the standards and the standards of the blood and what did this and how it connected. And you also gotta look at the heights, and you also gotta look at the original dogs. And you gotta look at the pedigrees, man. You gotta look at the pedigrees and the bloods, and you gotta talk to people and connect and see what happens. Like I said, it's basic common sense. And math comes in when you learn how to double the bloods and see what that equals out to. And it's just, you just gotta know what to do, and you gotta know what percentages to put in and how much to put in and what to take out. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say basic common sense. Common sense plays a big part in the breed. Common sense is basically everything. Science is everything in the breed. You know, and half of the people that's breeding these dogs or jumping in the breeding game, they don't know science or math. They just hoping and wishing. And that's sad for itself. But this was a quick one. I'm out. I said my piece. I spoke my piece. I know it was a little stuttering. I probably repeated some things, but at the end of the day, I got my point across, and I talked with y'all. So peace.